Unpopular opinion: being a man has to be one of the most difficult things in this world, because when I hear some of the requests that women have and how they can contradict themselves, I get confused. It's like, I don't need you to be too sensitive, but how dare you not share your feelings and your emotions with me? I need you to be a good leader, but understand that I won't be following you and I won't be listening to you, and you can't lead me anywhere. But be a good leader. Be strong and show a level of vulnerability, but not too much, because then strength and vulnerability cannot coexist together, because now I'm going to think that you weak. I want you to be truthful and honest, but not too truthful to where you telling me the truth about me, and now I gotta feel some type of way towards you because you're supposed to be on my side at all points and times. Read my mind, but don't you dare assume that you know what I'm thinking. Meet my needs, even though I'm not gonna tell you what my needs are all the time, but I expect for you to just know somehow. Be financially stable, but make sure you have a whole bunch of time, even though it takes time to make money. Now, when you hear some of these requests out loud and you see how they contradict themselves, don't it sound silly? And wouldn't you be just as confused as he is?
I disagree. I disagree, man. I mean, everything she's describing about women is valid, right? For a lot of women today, bro, they all are retarded, for lack of better terms, man. Delusional, entitled, psychotic, no rational thinking whatsoever, bro. Like, women are definitely struggling with that today. But as far as her saying being a man is one of the most difficult things in this world, I mean, yeah, it's true. But it ain't because women have lost their mind. Because the sole reason why women have lost their minds because men have allowed them to do it, bro. And women only do what men allow them to do. That's it. Men weren't struggling with this shit 20 years ago. Hell, 10 years ago. It's only because men have allowed women to have all this wiggle room and be able to say this and then contradict themselves by saying that and then have the audacity to bring it up to you. I'm not mad hearing all these things. Of course, they're valid for a lot of women. I want to say again, it's not all women, right? And there's more and more women becoming hip to game or becoming aware of reality. I mean, as the time goes on, man. But you know, the modern woman epidemic is a gangster problem, bro. But it's because men allow these women to be this way, right? Stop giving these women attention. Stop giving these women the confidence. Stop giving these women the ability to say and do these things to you. I'm not even saying you need to be an asshole. I'm not saying you need to do. I'm not saying men need to do anything to women, right? No, let them do what they want to do. Just stop giving these women attention, and give the women you want attention. And I know the narrative. I know the story. It's hard out here for a pimp. It's hard out here for the fellas. Hence why these women are out here going buck wild, because you got all these men that just fiending for the touch of a woman, the affection of a woman, the box of a woman. So they're going to put up with every goddamn thing. And that's the whole fucking problem, bro. Have some goddamn nuts about yourself, right? Have some fucking self-respect about yourself, right? Value yourself, and don't allow anybody to give you this type of energy, right? Like I say, not being an asshole, not being a dickhead. It's incumbent upon the men. It's the men's responsibility, bro, because women only, like I say, women only act the way men allow them to act, right? If we stop giving these women attention, they're going to stop. If you have standards, you got non-negotiables, you got boundaries that these women cross, threats. The goal should be holding yourself to a standard due to the work that you put into yourself, right? Mentally, physically, financially, hell, spiritually, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take care of business. You gotta make sure your house is in order. You feel me? You have to be attractive to women. You definitely had to have that. You can't be a fucking loser out here and be having all these high ass standards. You can do what you want. But if they ain't checking for you, it don't matter. You're gonna remain an island by yourself. But you doing the work, you got the money, you got the confidence, you got the charisma, you got the swag, you got the body, you got what women want. Bruh, that's the cheat code. That's not even the cheat code, bro. You're the doorway, you're the gatekeeper. We are the gatekeepers to dating dynamics, bro, because they only gonna do what you allow them to do. And once men are operating mentally, at least at a certain frequency, they're not gonna allow none of this bullshit. And all this shit will fade away. So anytime you see women out here talking crazy, delusional, out the side of their neck, anytime you come across a woman out here giving you a hard time because of anything she talking about, you feel me? You getting upset with me because I work too much, but then you want money to take you. You get upset that I work too much, but then you want money to go on trips. You know what I'm saying? You want me to be a leader, but then you won't follow. All these things you're saying, bro. A man handling his business don't deal with none of that shit. None. Right? And I don't want y'all misconstruing my words or my tone or my vibe. I'm not saying you need to be, a dictator out here, bro. Right? Men holding up their end of the bargain, taking care of what the fuck they're supposed to be taken care of, are actually attractive to the opposite sex, have the leverage and have the ability to shift all this shit and fix everything, bro. I say this all the fucking time, bro. Everything wrong with everything in the world comes down to the fucking man. Once the man taking care of responsibilities, once the man holding his shit down, once the man got his house in order, I ain't dealing with none of this. Because these hoes don't get no attention. Right? Let them be boss bitches and feminists and all that shit by themselves. And you give your attention to the woman that is deserving of it. That is going to be cooperative. That is going to be feminine. That is going to be all these adjectives that these other women tend to hate. Bruh, but it's just the natural order of things when you're that type of fucking man. You feel me? You have to be able to make her feel safe. You have to be able to make her feel seen. She has to be obsessed with you. She has to respect you. She has to look up to you. She has to trust you. She has to look at you as a leader, right? It's a lot of responsibility for a man to fucking have. Which is one of the reasons why being a man is one of the most difficult things to do in the world, because you have all these prerequisites that you have to hit to even be seen. To distinguish yourself, to be respected requires work. I mean, that's on us to do it, right? And do not for 1 second put any energy into becoming a better you, developing yourself, getting fit, getting money right, getting your mind right because of a bitch. No, you do this because you want to be the best version of yourself. You want to be a beast. You want to be a dog. You want to control your fucking destiny, bro. That should be the fucking goal. And men that operate this way don't put up with this bullshit. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, right? We can continue complaining about how crazy these women are, but at the same time, these women can complain about how weak and soft these men are today. Who holds the burden in fixing this shit? The man, which is another reason why being a man is one of the most difficult things to do in this world, but rightfully so. It should be fucking difficult because you're a fucking man. You feel me? Because you're a fucking man. You're gonna do what needs to be done to get the fucking job done. But yeah, man. Yeah, I like this. I like that. When I see what she doing, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna play that game, dog. You know what I'm saying? Women gonna do what women gonna do. You allow them to, you allow them to move out here recklessly with no accountability, no order. Nobody to put their motherfucking foot down. This is what you expect, bro. This is what you expect. You know what I'm saying? So become that fucking beast to put your fucking foot down and find the one that's gonna, get on your ship, bro. Because I don't give a damn what any woman out here say, bro. They'll much rather be on the ship of the motherfucking man that they admire, respect, and adore, as opposed to going out here and running the ship by themselves. You feel me? It's a lie. But yeah, if what I'm saying is resonating with you in regards to you underperforming, or you not getting out this world what you want, or you struggling with shit like this, or you just not being confident as a man, or you not being the man that you want to be, or you wanting to be the man that you want to be, but you need help getting there, bro, pull up to my fucking online community, dog. You know what I'm saying? Pull up, bro. Pull up, dog. That's the wave, bro. Anyway, thoughts.